Dear future me, Christmas is a majestic time. It's when people rewind and reset. After a long year of restless hustling, we have a few days when the world gets quiet. It's the time that many of us rethink our lives and the choices we've made. Tonight, I looked up at the stars, including that Christmas star that helps people find their way in the dark. It got me thinking about how we all need something to guide us in life. I'm still figuring things out, but I'm learning some important lessons about staying on my path that I bet you've mastered by now. Let's talk about why I think having a firm direction and follow through with it matters so much. I've always been good at starting things, right? The dreaming and planning part is always exciting and full of energy. But lately, I've been thinking about that long middle part, the gap between starting and finishing. That's where most dreams get lost. When I think back about any significant project I've completed, I realized that it wasn't just about the initial spark of inspiration. Remember when I finally finished that podcast after talking about forever? Or that writing project I almost gave up on? What got me through those was showing up day after day, even when the initial excitement faded, when obstacles appear that were never anticipated. I'm working on this right now, but I bet you've gotten really good at it. Finishing what I start is never an easy task. It requires resilience in the face of setbacks, courage when doubt creeps in, patience when progress seems slow, but most importantly, it requires an unwavering commitment to the direction that I've chosen. Some mornings, I still wake up with doubts. Sometimes, progress seems so slow. But I'm learning that when I finish a project, I've achieved something greater than just the project itself. I'm building character. I'm telling myself that my decisions matter, that my vision deserves to be realized. I'm proving to myself that I can be trusted with my own dreams. I'm just beginning to understand this, and I bet you smile when you think about how much I've grown since writing this. The path never looks like what I expected at first. There are surprises and confused times. This is where that firm, unwavering direction makes the difference. It becomes my reason to hang on when days get hard and criticism appears. Future me, I wonder how steady you've become, how focused you stay when things get tough. But I know that I'm just laying the groundwork now, but you're standing strong on it. I've come up with some strategies to help myself stay firm with my direction and to keep my eyes on the prize when the noisy world tries to pull my gaze away. First, I make myself my solid ground. I've started keeping promises to myself like how I want others to keep promises to me, which is always. Even small ones count. If I say I'll work on something for 15 minutes, I do it. No excuses. Each kept promise adds to my foundation for keeping bigger promises in the future. Second, I've learned to look and listen inside myself more than to the outside world. I'm learning to trust my own inner voice more than what everyone else thinks. This is hard for me now, knowing how much I've always wanted people's approval. But I'm starting to see the power in filtering advice through my own sense of direction. It doesn't mean I close myself entirely to others' opinions. I still need them because I can't know everything, but I filter them through my North Star, making sure they serve my core direction before adding them to my plan. When I look at projects I'm actually finished, they weren't usually the ones everyone loved right away. They were the ones I believed in deeply, even when I stood alone. I wonder if it's still the same for you, myself in my 30s, or has anything changed? Future me. I know there will be projects and paths ahead that test your resolve. Moments when staying the course feels harder than changing direction. So, when you face your own tough choices, remember how this journey started. Remember that I was here, just beginning what you've mastered, taking the first steps on the path that, I'm sure, you now walk with confidence. Until next time, from yourself, with love and faith in your journey.